Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Couple of hundreds out there on the board. I'll show you where those are coming up in just a second in the high temperatures graphic. Otherwise, we're still under an excessive heat warning here across the entire Willamette Valley and including out to the Coast Range and the foothills for about the next 24 hours or so. It started about 1 o'clock this afternoon, goes all the way through 9 o'clock on Friday. I'm expecting temperatures tomorrow to get back into the mid and upper 90s. In fact, those overnight lows not going to cool much either. 61 was our low this morning. We'll probably sit right around that as we go to early tomorrow morning. So not only is it going to be hot tomorrow, but it's going to be very mild and uncomfortable tonight for folks without AC. Even if you got a fan going, it's a lot of hot air sort of blowing around. Heat-related illness is another idea that we'll have to watch for as well. Heat exhaustion, the one that generally a lot of folks get. That's not the life-threatening one. Heat stroke is. That's when the body itself can't cool anymore, and the skin actually can turn red hot. And that is life-threatening. That's when you got to get people to the hospital pretty darn fast. Pair 100s in the Dalles and Portland. They actually got there up at PDX today. 99 in Corvallis officially. Not bad. We got to 94 here in Eugene. Why were we cooler, you say? Well, remember the Buckhead Fire Complex that's sitting just south of Oak Ridge. That actually, with the offshore winds we saw most of the day today, pushed that smoke here in the Southern Valley. And if you've been outside, you notice kind of a hazy forecast. Well, it's a smoky forecast. And that actually produced a little bit of a filter, sort of a blockade, sunblock if you want to call it, from the UV rays getting down. Now, up to Corvallis, they did not have that, so they just were racing out ahead. So it's still going to be hot pretty much across the Pacific Northwest as that big ridge of high pressure is in control. So again, another round of upper 90s for tomorrow. We're going to add some thunderstorm chances on Saturday, but the good news is that we'll start to see the winds move off the ocean, and that will cool us down and finally break this heat wave for many folks out there. Corvallis, they've been having trouble with their reporting station. They've been sitting in the low 90s for the last hour or so. We've just flipped to 89 here in Eugene, still sitting at around 95 in Roseburg. You can see the coast with the influence of that cooler Pacific air coming up out of the southerly winds in the 50s, 80 in Blue River and 85 as you get out to Bend and Redmond. So overnight tonight, as I mentioned, we're not going to cool much, only down to the low 60s to around 60 degrees, a little cooler out towards the coast. Now, the coast will likely start to cloud up over the next couple of days, too. Here's our thunderstorm maker, an upper level low that will slowly slide northward and move as this high does as well. So high pressure moves, low pressure moves in its place. Both of these will eventually send eastward, and then this is what we'll start to see as we go into Sunday and Monday's forecast. Not rain chances, but at least push in that ocean air, and that'll get us back to the morning clouds and afternoon sunshine and cool us off some as well. But tomorrow we still have another day of heat, partly sunny out along the coast. You can see inland not much happening. Some afternoon thunderstorms firing in the southern Cascades. A couple of those could drift their way into the valley early Saturday morning, maybe a quick sprinkle just wash off the car, and then we'll see another round of mountain thunderstorms by Saturday afternoon. But the heat will be gone. That's the good news. So here's what we've got along the coast. Back down to the low 60s, similar to what we saw today. Partly sunny skies, and then a little more sunshine on Saturday. Partly sunny again Sunday, staying in those mid-60s, and again, morning clouds and afternoon sunshine. The Umpqua should hold right around where you were today, sitting in the mid and upper 90s. The good news is by Saturday, if you're going to head on down, maybe Henry Estates Winery for the Henry Goes Wine, should be a good one for that. We'll see the temperatures in the upper 80s, mid-80s by Sunday. In the Cascades, isolated thunderstorms, temperatures in the mid to upper 80s in spots, mid-90s, sunny and hot in Bend and Redmond. Thunderstorms will come flaring through on Saturday and Sunday. And finally, here in the valley, sunny, hot tomorrow. We'll see those temperatures probably a degree or two warmer as the winds have switched, and that may move some of that smoke out of our forecast. Either way, though, by Saturday, we're back into the 80s, and then it's low 80s, Brian, as we go to Sunday, Monday, and into most of next week. So another day.
We got to get through that one more day.
One more day.
Those 80s are going to feel fantastic.
It is, especially because the overnight lows will cool too.
Yes.
And that's good for folks that don't have the AC.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially these consecutive days of hot weather. That's when it comes really, really dangerous outside.
Yes, gets nasty.
All right, thanks, Justin.
You got it.